Hey everybody, I told you I was going to do a video about how I lost 25 pounds, and I've dreaded this video. I don't know why I dread it, but I think it's just that I want people to try to do this so bad because it's freed me so much from someone who my whole life was obsessing about what I'm going to eat, my weight, exercise, to where it became my God. So I just want people to be free. And I know that most people, if they give this a genuine try, are going to get the freedom that they want. I mean, I know there's some people who love different things. And if you're happy with what you're doing, then, this video is probably not for you. Okay, about 5 years ago, maybe 6, I was exercising a ton. I mean, like P90X and weightlifting. I mean, worked out so hard sometimes I threw up. And my cat is sneezing if you hear my cat. So I was actually also eating very little. I was eating every 4 hours. I was tired. I was unhappy. I was never satisfied with what I was eating. And one day I realized, even though I was pretty much starving myself, I was not eating food I wanted to eat, and I was taking an hour out of every day of my life to work out, that I wasn't happy with my body. And I thought I would have to literally starve myself and work out more to get the body I want, or just make that my job, just working out, dieting, and stuff like that. And that's definitely not what I wanted. So I decided I'm done with dieting. I don't care if I gain 50, 60 pounds. I'm not doing this anymore. And I really did quit, and I stuck to it. But, I always felt like there's got to be something that's easier. I did gain probably 20 pounds after I quit working out in the 2-year period. I believe it was 2 years. And so I was okay with that. You know what? If I weigh 20 more pounds and I don't have to diet and I can stay here for the rest of my life, I would be okay with that. The thing is I wasn't staying there. I was going to, every year I was going higher and higher. Say you gain 3 pounds in a year, then in 4 years you've put on 12 more pounds, and but I was still working out. But my workouts, I decided I'm going to not kill myself. I'm going to do fun workouts. I'm going to work out for 20 to 30 minutes a day. And I went on YouTube and found Jessica Smith, and she's got really fun walking workouts. And so that's what I did. And I wasn't going to kill myself doing it. And I didn't do it every day, but I still felt guilty on the days I didn't work out. And sometimes that would lead to binges because the guilt, and you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to binge this week, and next week I'm going to work out, and I'll get back to not being a glutton. My whole philosophy when I quit working out was eat what you want, eat what you love, but don't be a glutton. But sometimes I would have the binge week where I would just eat till I was just literally sick. And it's all like a sick mind thing. So then in 2018, let me think, 2018, 19. Then in 2018, I was watching a TV show, and this lady came on named Chantel Ray. She's a big retail mogul in the South. And she had a book called Waste Away, The Chantel Ray Way. And it was about intermittent fasting, which I had never done, but it sounded, this makes sense. This sounds perfect. So I read her book, and I did what, she said, but she didn't stress some things that I really needed, and I'll go into that in a minute. But I did lose. I went from 169 to 163. I actually went below that, but as with many things, you just get used to it and you just creep back up. So I probably went down to about 150 something, and I went back up to 163, and I pretty much stayed there, you know, a couple pounds up, couple pounds down. So then a few years later, which was, it'll be 3 years in April, which was, I think, 2 years after I did the intermittent fasting way, intermittent fasting, the Chantel Ray way, I read Delay, Don't Deny. Delay, Don't Deny. Changed my life. I was still drinking creamy coffees and all these things during my fast, and that book taught me clean eating. I was never going to give up cream coffee. I never was. But I decided this is something, it makes complete sense, because I would still, like, I would have my creamy coffee and then I would get super hungry and I'd be like struggling to get to my window. My window is my eating window. And so I don't want to go too much into that, because if I start talking too much about the clean fast, you'll be like, I'm never doing that. But it changed my life. And when I decided that I'm going to clean fast after I read Delay, Don't Deny, I decided I'm really going to see if this is everything that they say it is. And I quit working out. I was like, I'm not going to work out anymore. And I will say that my life is basically a workout. My son weighs 70 pounds. He can't walk or sit up or anything, and I carry him. And we walk like 3 or 4 days a week. We walk about 2 miles just in the house in his wheelchair. I walk him and we listen to his favorite music, and it's exercise, but it's not really exercise compared to where I was. I mean, I was doing that plus the 20 to 30 minutes that I was working out. So I decided I'm going to give myself a break, because I was sick of working out. I started working out in the year 2000 because I quit smoking in 1999. And so anyway, I was just, I was tired of it, and it took more time. And then, sometimes I was just like wore out before my son even got out of bed. So that is, I don't really want to go into it, because the way I would explain it to you, you'd be like, I could never do that. I would have never thought I could do it. It's not hard at all. It's not hard at all. Every day I eat whatever I want. For the first 2 straight years, I ate ice cream every day and lost weight. And this is my little book where I write down my weights, and pretty glasses. Okay, this is all before Delay, Don't Deny. And then, let me see here. That's the next page. This is my start date, 4/29. I weighed 163. Eating ice cream every day and eating what I wanted. Down, 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 down. By the bottom of this page, I've already lost 10 pounds. So anyway, I started at 163 as working out every day. And I now weigh 144. So I think 163, 144. Oh, shoot. All right, I had to stop because my husband called, because we're going to order, I had to order some pizzas. We're going to have Papa John's, but I was trying to figure out where I came up with 25 pounds, but it was actually where I started at 169 when I started fasting with the waist weight of Chantel Ray. and my start date for Delay Don't Deny was on 4/29, and I only lost, I went from 163 to 161.5 in that week. But I want to tell you that my body, my face was so puffy, and I had so much inflammation in my body. And by the next week, even though I'd only lost that little bit, I looked like I probably lost 6 pounds. It was amazing. And I want to challenge everyone to go to, Jen Stevens wrote Delay Don't Deny, and she also has Fast Feast Repeat. Personally, I own both books, and I own them in Audible, and I own them on my Kindle, because sometimes I want to read them and sometimes I want to listen to them. And I probably listen to those books, parts of the books, every so often. I'll just go and listen to something when I'm feeling a little bit like, I wouldn't say like I'm falling off a wagon. There's no wagon. You cannot screw this up as long as you have a window. I mean, you can have a 6-hour window, eat for 6 straight hours, and you won't lose weight, but you're still giving your body a chance to clean itself and go, clean your, all your organs and stuff are getting a break. But she has the Fast Feast Repeat is a lot more, if you like a lot more of the sciencey reasons, and she also has a Fast 28 Fast Start in that book. But personally, for me, I like Delay Don't Deny the best because it's just straightforward, and I don't need to know the whys and whens and all this stuff. I just want to know what you did, what I should do, and she leaves a lot of that up to you. She talks a lot about what she did, and there's no two diets that's the same. This is all up to you. I mean, when I first started, every day I would think, okay, what do I really want to eat today? And I would have it. I mean, I'm not lying. One day I had 2 corn dogs and a huge salad. I love salad. I have a salad every day. Do I have a salad with just vinegar and oil? No. I have a salad that I make that has spicy mustard, apple cider vinegar, olive oil. It's pretty healthy, but I have as much of that as I want on there. I have bacon bits on there, and I have croutons on there every day, except for every once in a while I'll get so sick of salad that I take about 2 weeks off and I don't eat any salad. But you just have to do what makes you happy. But at that day I wanted corn dogs in the air fryer. If you haven't tried that, it's so good. I mean, they taste like they're deep fried, but they're not. So I had 2 corn dogs and a huge salad and then ice cream. So still lost weight that week. I mean, that's not a cheat day. That is what I really wanted. And Chantel Ray will tell you in her book that if you don't get satisfied, you just keep looking. And you probably, if you've dieted, you know this. You eat something that you're supposed to eat, and then all day you're not satisfied, and you're thinking, this is what I want, or you're thinking, this weekend on my cheat day, I'm going to do this. Where if you would do it when you want to, you wouldn't stuff it in because Monday I can't do this anymore. And I don't know, it was just, maybe everybody's not as crazy about when they diet as I was. I was just insane, can't eat this. And then on the weekend, I ate it all. Sunday nights, I was sick many times because tomorrow, I get right back in there. And then next weekend, I won't do this. And I did the same thing every weekend because I was never satisfied. I heard it in a book I read, which is not either one of these books, I don't think, where a diet is like a spring and you're tightening it and tightening it and tightening it until it breaks. And then when it breaks, it just, you just go crazy in the pantry. I don't care if you don't have it. Like if you start a diet and you're like, I'm going to take all this stuff out of my pantry. I would drive to the store for what I really wanted. If, I was I always called it blowing up. When you went off your diet and went crazy, I would just tell my husband, I'm blowing up. So if you see me eating popcorn and drinking pop at 9 o'clock at night, I blow up. So anyway, my challenge is, I would like for everyone, even if you diet and you think there's no way I'm going to intermittent fast, my challenge is that you will go to Intermittent Fasting Stories by Jen Steven podcast. I challenge you to listen to a few of them. They have people who've lost hundreds of pounds. They have people who've lost, like me, like 25 pounds. They have people that had fatty liver, and they got, they didn't start losing weight until their body healed itself. And there's just, it's so inspiring. I mean, I listen to, every time she comes out with a new podcast, I listen to it immediately. It just keeps you, this is just right. This is right. So for me, like I said in my other video, to be 45 going to 50, which I'm getting ready to turn 50, and to lose weight during that time period is not easy to do. And I did not struggle at all. I mean, some people have trouble at first. I didn't. It was just very easy for me. And I you can start with a 12-hour window. You can start by just skipping breakfast. And you can start with an 8-hour window. You can start with any window you want. I wouldn't go, your window should be shorter than your fast should be longer than your eating window. That's all I'm going to say. But you will learn. And then over time, you will have different tastes. Your taste will change. You'll be like, I don't even like these cookies. I don't even like brownies. I don't even like whatever. And I was stuffing it in my face because I didn't know. Because when you eat in a window, you know what foods make you feel not good. And you know what, they call foods window worthy, because you will eat what you really enjoy. And over time, what you really enjoy is going to be real food. And if you're watching me because you're a homesteader and I'm sure homesteaders don't, watch a gardener, but if you have a garden and you grow food and you know how good that food tastes, but you will learn what feels right for your body, because where you're eating in a window, if something doesn't agree with you, you'll know right away. But your taste buds will change. Over time, you don't want the junk. I still eat ice cream. I don't eat it every day. I don't want it every day, but I eat something sweet every day. It's either cookies, ice cream, cake, but homemade, or Ben & Jerry's. I love Ben & Jerry's. Chunky Monkey, love you. But you'll change. You don't need to worry about that. Your body will tell you. Like the first year, I said, first 2 years, I ate ice cream every single day. And I didn't eat, I got a little scoop. I ate a bowl full of ice cream to the top every day, and I lost weight. Could I lose more weight faster if I didn't? Yeah, but I'm never going to live like that again. I'm going to eat what I want every freaking day. And if I want to lose more weight, then maybe I might change that, but I'm still losing weight. So right now, I'd have to wait till I plateaued for good and stuff. And like this week where, we've had Christmas and my window's been a little bit longer, and I've ate a lot more cakes and cookies. I haven't weighed myself. I don't weigh myself when I know that I'm doing that. But my body got smaller this week, because you have body recomposition that happens. And if I could go back and do one thing, it would be I would take pictures of myself. You don't want to take pictures of yourself when you look like that. I'm not lying. I probably looked like 6 months pregnant when I started. I wish I'd have took pictures, because you think, oh, it's just a little bit of weight. No, I mean, I shrunk even more than I weighed 144 probably 11, 12 years ago, but my body is totally different than it was 11 or 12 years ago. So anyway, I hope I'm not preachy. I can get very preachy. I do not tell any of my friends about this unless they ask me, because, you know, some people, they don't want to hear it. They don't want you going, oh, well, this is what you should do. What are you saying? So I don't do that. But I wanted to make this video because, I don't want people to get off of the bandwagon. I want people to quit spending money. I mean, we're getting ready to go to January 1st, and you see all the commercials. Okay, well, I used to do that every year, and since I started intermittent fasting, and you see all these commercials on January 1st, I don't even care, because I'm so happy. And, if I do gain a few pounds over the holidays, like I said, I don't weigh myself. It's gone by in a few weeks. You just get right back into my window. I just wanted to make a mention of these books. Instant Loss by Brittany Williams. Her story is amazing. I'm going to try to find one with a before and after picture of her on it. But these are all, here is her before and after picture. These are all, she has 3 cookbooks. They're almost all dump dinners. Instant Loss stands for Instapot. And she got an Instapot and just started cooking. And her whole philosophy is JERF, J-E-R-F, just eat real food. So they're basically dump dinners. You dump stuff in the Instapot, and it comes out delicious. And that's what I was looking for. I need something that's, my husband usually will not eat what I eat. So I needed something that was fast, easy, and you can heat up for days and days and days. I do believe her second book, the way I found her was I have Kindle Unlimited, and I believe her second book is free on Kindle Unlimited if you have it. She's getting ready to come out with her biography book that's called Dear Body. I think it comes out in February, and I'll definitely be getting that on Audible. Unless she has, I gotta find out if she has recipes and stuff in that book. I'll probably buy the actual book so I can have the recipes easily. So anyway, that's my sermon for this week. I really challenge you to go listen to the podcast and get off of the merry-go-round of dieting. It is horrible. It was horrible for me. I was so mean to myself. I never liked myself, ever. I mean, if I had a day when I went to bed with a headache because I was so hungry, I was like, you go, girl. That's so stupid. If you saw what I eat now, you'd be amazed. Like, in the summer, I would have a piece of fried fish, a whole fried zucchini, like 2 whole cucumbers, a whole tomato, and put it on a plate. Or I'll eat 4 eggs, a whole fried potato, toast. That's one of my favorite meals. Onions, jalapenos in there, and stuff like that. So I eat a ton. I quit when I'm satisfied. And would most people say when I'm satisfied is a little bit of overeating to where I'm not uncomfortable? But now when I first started, yeah, I'd eat till I was uncomfortable. I would eat till I was very uncomfortable, because you're just like, you're so like, I'm going to do something I've never allowed myself to do unless I was a bad girl. So anyway, I just really want you all to, if you're like I was, miserable and sick of it. So give it a try. Just listen to the podcast. That's where I would start. If you like what you hear and you think it sounds like something you would be interested in, then I would buy one or both of the books. She actually reads the Audible books, but depends on if you're an auditory learner. I actually got more out of reading the book, but I bought the Audible book because every once in a while I'm busy, but I want to hear something that I want to go back and hear. So I hope I helped someone. I mean, just the freedom is amazing. So my challenge, like I've said 3,898 times, listen to the podcast. I guarantee you'll be inspired and you'll want to try it. So anyway, I want you to have a great new year. I'm really looking forward to 2023, except for now that I'm turning 50. I've got a colonoscopy scheduled for April. So this is the first time in my life I've kind of dreaded April, but you have to do it. You have to take care of yourself. I'll see you when I have content that I think might interest you. And until then, have a great winter 2023, and I'll see you later. Bye.